Hi everyone, this is Christine. For my activity, I decided to do a math standard in second grade. The standard is 2.N.2.5. It says solve addition and subtraction problems involving whole numbers up to 2 digits. I found two activities. The one I'm going to show is called the missing subtrahend. The other activity is called the missing addend. It's kind of the same. Instead of subtracting, it's addition. And so underneath, there's a brief description. It says, improve your students' math facts while also learning a new vocabulary word. A subtrahend is a number that is taken away from another number in a subtraction equation. This magical missing number game helps kids practice their math skills by solving equations, which also builds algebraic thinking. Adding and subtracting integers won't be so tricky after solving these math equations. So first of all, what I would do is I would explain to students that we are trying to solve for the missing number. And so I would have students and I say this equation out loud. I would say 15 minus what number, since there is a question mark, we don't know the number yet, is equal to 9. I would then explain to students that the number that is greatest, so I would ask them, is 15 greater than 9 or is 9 greater than 15? They would say 15. I would then explain to them that they can subtract the 9 from 15 and find their answer. So I would say 15 minus 9 is equal to 6. Then they can plug in the number that we chose, which was 6, into the equation. And then we'll say it out loud, solve it together to see if that is is the right answer. So say we chose 6, I would say, class, let's say this equation was 6 in it. We would say 15 minus 6 is equal to 9. And then I would also tell them that if they wanted another way just to see if they got the correct answer, they can take the 6 plus the equal number at the end of the equation, 9, and see if that is actually equal to 15. So I would say 9 plus 6 is equal to 15, and so they would know that they got the correct answer. So we would click 6. And then again, for the next equation, I would ask them what's the missing number, and we would say this equation out loud. So I'd say 10 minus what number is equal to 8. And then I would show them a different way that they can do this equation as well. What they can do is select it from below. There are choices. Select from the choices below. So there's already given numbers, and they can just plug in these numbers into the equation and see if the answer is true. And so for the first one, it would be 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. And then students would say, yes, that's true. But if 2 wasn't the first one, say we did 3, I say 10 minus 3 is equal to 8. And the student should correct me and say, no, that's equal to 7. So that is not the correct answer. So we would go back to 2. And then I could say you can add 2 to 8, which would equal 10. And that would be the correct answer for this equation. So there's just multiple different ways to teach children how to solve equations. And so I just thought this was a great activity, and that there's also another activity called an addend that they can use that's besides subtraction. So this is the activity. Thank you, guys.